We are back. I'm Matt Swider, joined with my colleagues. We're back in gold. We have the gold jackets on. That means we're back in Vegas for CES 2026. We are the Shortcut Live. I'm joined by Kevin Lee, creative director of the Shortcut, Max Bondano, editor of the Shortcut, and we're about to tell you about all the gadgets that you'll see before you shop for them at Best Buy, Walmart, etc. Right? We have main character energy devoted entirely to technology, and we're about to tell you what just got announced at CES 2026. The doors have finally busted open, and what do we have as our top story for today?
Oh, actually, Max will take it away, right?
Go for it.
Oh, 100%. I think first off, we want to invite all of our viewers to drop a comment, voice your opinion, let us know what you're thinking. If you have any questions for us during the broadcast, we would love to hear from you because we have a lot of topics to cover today. I think the big headline for today's show is going to be laptops. There's so many laptops.
Right. And what I like to say about laptops is these are the sequel to the laptop that you bought last year. Black Friday is usually the tail end of last year's laptop, you know, kind of a fire sale. And then at CES, they have the new version. So it's kind of exciting for us to preview these before they hit store shelves. And that's exactly what they did, starting with the Dell XPS line, which kind of went away last year. They renamed it. The rename didn't go over so well.
Dell Plus, Dell Pro Premium.
Dell Plus Pro Max Ultra Premium.
It was confusing. Everybody, including us, including the Shortcut, told Dell, walk it back. They did, which is nice that they responded to that feedback, our reviews on the Shortcut. And yeah, so it's the Dell XPS is back. Tell us about it.
It has made its humble return. I will say, last year when we were all being briefed on Dell's lineup for CES 2025, when they announced their rebrand, almost all of our friends were like, why are you doing this?
Yes.
I think they all just collectively were like confused. I was so confused.
All right. That's what you want to do.
Exactly. But this year they were like, okay, yeah, no, we're not going to continue that. So they brought back the XPS. The XPS 13 is back and better than ever. It looks absolutely stunning in person. Mm-hmm. It is one of the prettiest laptops I think me and you have seen so far.
Super thin.
We have it comes in two different sizes, a 14-inch and a 16-inch. It has a edge-to-edge keyboard, OLED displays. It is a absolutely stunning laptop. I mean, it has larger fans this time. They're just doing everything right. Like, I think Dell just went back to the drawing board because they were like, we can't mess this up again. The media storm was a bit too much last time.
The big question is, can it compete with a MacBook? Because that's the juggernaut out there. It has better specs. It looks sleeker. Can it compete with what Apple is putting out there with like Apple Silicon? We're expecting more, M4 chips or M5 chips later this year. And I'm wondering, since we've gone hands-on with it, can it compete?
I think it absolutely can, especially because the design is just like it's at a MacBook level.
Yes.
It has the nice chamfered edges like a MacBook does. It has the comfortable keyboard. It has all the looks. Like you can open the lid with one hand. It's fantastic.
Yeah, that doesn't always happen.
That's a good qualifier for me. Like if I can open up a Windows laptop with one hand, that's enough.
It's the small things.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Also, like add a bunch of cooling materials like graphene or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah. To make it
uses graphene to keep everything nice and chill. It has the which we're going to get to in a second, the new Intel Core Series 3 chips. Longer battery life this time. There's a lot of advantages to the new XPS line. This is one of the most exciting. It looks a bit boring because it does look like any other laptop, but it's in person, it's stunning, and I'm very excited about this thing.
The thing I want the most is battery life. Every time I have, like, starting with the M1 generation for Apple, that has been very impressive, and I feel like Windows laptops are finally stepping up, whether it's Intel or it's the Qualcomm Snapdragon chipsets, the Snapdragon X and the X Elite and so forth. That is, for me, it's productivity and longevity. when it comes to laptops.
They are saying that these laptops have the best battery life in the industry, up to 27 hours on a full charge.
Impressive.
I imagine that's just with like a video looping
Sure.
over and over again, but
Mhm.
that's very long.
It's just a year-over-year increase on battery life, and that's the important stat, right? No matter how they measure it, if it's measured consistently, that's a really good perk for people like us who, you know, if the stream cuts out, probably because of battery life, but luckily we're plugged in for now. But yeah, that is a big deal.
100%. No, it was very cool to toy around with. It'll launch later this year, starting at around $2,000. So not cheap, but
Not cheap.
still very interesting laptop. We're
Mhm.
looking forward to getting them into our new office.
And here's the thing with these Dell XPS laptops, it starts at that price. Over time, especially as we approach Black Friday, they get cheaper and cheaper. There's a lot of discounts, especially at Best Buy. When you shop through our links, like we see an increase every time they drop it by $100. We see an increase in sales through our links, and it's like, oh, that's when it becomes really popular. So early adopters will get it at that $2,000 always, but then the mainstream audience will start checking out during like midway through the year, especially Amazon Prime Day, stuff like that. So that's kind of an interesting stat with about these particular laptops every year, no matter what it's named.
Exactly.
Do we want to turn to Asus
Yeah.
with its
Oh,
go ahead.
I want to talk about Intel processors
Okay,
first.
go for it.
So basically, every laptop we're going to talk about today is powered by the new Intel Core Series 3 processors. They just announced them yesterday, like 3. So the big thing is, what if I told you you could play Battlefield at overkill settings, 145 FPS on any laptop almost?
Right. That's
Like,
usually not a thing.
yeah, no. So the big deal for these new graphics is they have double the graphics cores, Xe3 GPU cores, so that's 12, and then double the cache at 16 megabits. And they also have this thing called Xe multi-frame generation.
Impressive.
Basically, it'll generate, depending on how you want it, every one real frame can create up to 3 fake frames for higher FPS.
Right. And when you say fake frames, it's kind of
AI generated.
AI
basically.
generated,
Yeah.
but kind of making up for not having beefy hardware, right? Like a desktop, but it's replicating what you would have on a giant rig, right?
Yeah. There's also like, so the thing, so it creates frames basically. Imagine like an old Disney cartoon.
Right.
So Mickey's on a steamboat, Willie, whatever.
Good analogy.
He goes from here to here, but there's nothing in between. So it kind of will interpolate and generate the smooth motion.
Right. And I will say, despite the buzzword AI, which can be very controversial, this seems like the proper use of AI. It's not creating something that is taking a job. It's creating what you would have on a desktop PC inside of a laptop, which is what we want from AI. It's saving on cost. It's saving on, it's giving us a product that wouldn't be there in those slim dimensions. So that's really impressive to see from Intel.
Here's even better news. Intel is also promising to create a whole new platform of gaming handhelds.
Yes.
So
wow.
You already got the Asus ROG Xbox Ally X rather, MSI Claw, Lenovo Legion Go, Lenovo Legion Go S2, S and 2.
Right. These are the gaming handhelds that you take on a plane. They compete kind of with the Nintendo Switch 2, but from a perspective of they're playing your Steam games, they're playing your PC games.
Your Xbox games, your
Xbox.
Epic games, whatever you want. Unless you own the Steam Deck, in which case you're only going to play Steam. So they announced basically an initiative to create a bunch of new gaming handhelds, and they partnered with Acer, MSI, 1X Player, GDP, and Foxconn, another company called, no, I forgot it. I'll bring it up later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that you don't have
Yeah, no, it looks like there's a lot of people that are going to partner to build these consoles.
right, and it's just kind of opening the floodgates for handheld gaming and just gaming in general. That's nice.
100%. No, I feel like the portable gaming console market is very interesting because like it's one thing that intrigues me as a non-gamer.
Mm,
I'm kind of like, how do these things perform? Which one's the best? Is it going to get too hot? Because
right.
I remember messing around with the Lenovo when it first
Sure.
came out, and it was like fine, but like kind of big, bulky. I want something thinner, a bit slimmer, more powerful, like in a Switch 2, but give me Spider-Man on PS5.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I am like, as a non-gamer, I'm excited about that news.
Right. And because you're going to buy one, you're not like someone who's going to buy every 2 years.
Exactly.
Right? You want that perfect thing that when it reaches the point, you're like, oh, I can't not get this, right?
Yes.
For a flight or like a commute. I think this puts a lot of pressure on Sony, right? Because they don't have a PlayStation Portable 2, right? If you look up PSP 2, you'll probably find our article about all the rumors about a Sony PlayStation Portable 2. That isn't a thing yet, but the fact that Asus, MSI, Lenovo, all these companies, Steam with their Steam Deck, are making a lot of money off this hardware, and Sony used to be a competitor in the handheld market, they're going to have to come back. So there's going to be a PlayStation Portable probably within the next year and a half, 2 years, along with the PlayStation 6, which stay tuned for news on that.
Now, for non-gamers, Intel Core Series 3 Panther Lake has something for you too, for
Right.
your regular AI usage and stuff. So it has 180 tops of AI performance.
And explain to us what that means.
So basically, tops is a measurement of AI calculation or generative ability, kind of like, the ability to like look at things and summarize.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yes. That's
It's-
over already Lunar Lake's biggest 120 tops.
And higher is always better.
Higher is always better.
Right. In this case.
Yes.
Very cool. Yeah. It's, we talk about NVIDIA so much. It's nice to see Intel dominating the news, especially on day one of CES, which we're live at if you're just joining. And yeah, the gaming aspect in such a slim form factor, 77% faster gaming on Lunar Lake from Intel. That is something we want to test out in the shortcut office.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh,
They'll be
100%.
like, Kevin, are you working? Yeah, sure.
Kevin does that
again.
all the time. He's like, I'm just testing this PC.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you're
Yes.
just playing games.
Got to test for
I'm,
6 hours straight.
I'm benchmarking this GPU.
Yes,
we
yes,
know what
exactly.
you're really doing, Kevin.
Uh-huh.
That's
We're
code
all
for
aware.
slacking off.
We're all
Okay.
aware. It looks like we got some comments in from
Let's do
some
it.
of our viewers. Once again, feel free to leave a comment if you're just joining us. Join the discussion. We're having a lot of fun. Looks like we got a comment from Gamer. Let's see. That's a Roman numeral. Let's see if I can come up with that. Not really sure what it is. Anyway, a
Which
Gamer,
Super Bowl is that?
it's one of the Super Bowls.
So L is
Uh,
1,000,
Let's see. So
1,306.
is
I
that
think.
it?
I'll check that.
He's going to double check that. But the question is that Dell laptop upgradable that we were just talking about, the XPS? There was some aspect of it that is upgradable, if I recall. Was there not? They had it open at the briefing.
I mean, there's configurations that you can get,
obviously.
right? And from the outset, usually laptops aren't that upgradable in terms of like memory and stuff like that. You have to really go for like a framework laptop if you want to
If you
tear
want
things
to
down,
like upgrade the whole
modular,
Yes.
right? So it does fall along the lines of what Apple does with, you can select your configuration, but opening up the laptop usually voids the warranty. We'll have to tear into that because this is kind of like the rebirth of Dell XPS. They took
It
a
is.
year off in terms of that naming convention. So yeah, we'll get it in and test it and kind of answer that question on a future live stream where we have the actual product on our daily live stream. So tune in daily. You'll see it soon.
Mhm. So those rumor numbers actually turned out to be 84.
80.
just 84. That's so
84.
many numbers.
L is 50 apparently. So I'm sorry.
It took us that long
Oh.
to calculate that. We had to
Yeah.
ask NASA for that information.
We do work in technology.
Yeah.
That is what we do. It looks like we have another comment from a no-name commenter, but thank you for tuning in. Are there any news about Samsung CES? Of course there is. Samsung has a huge presence here. We went over a bunch of stuff yesterday in the live show. Today we get to talk about their new Galaxy books that came out.
Perfect segue. Nicely done.
Yes. Well, thank you. That's what I do. I get paid the big bucks for a reason, Matthew.
You do? Oh, I have to cut that off right now.
Uh huh. Oh my gosh. No, so the new Galaxy Book 6 series, we got to play around with them a couple of days ago. 3 different models. There's the standard Book 6, there's the 6 Pro, and the 6 Ultra. All just depends on how powerful of a laptop that you need. It's kind of in the vein of how Apple structures the MacBook Pro.
Yes.
Once again, all powered by the new Intel Core 3 series. Up to 30 hours of video playback, depending on which model you get, which I find very interesting. So I guess that would technically be the longest in the industry. Dell saying the
Yeah.
XPS would last that long.
Samsung's claim is it's the longest for any Galaxy book, but
It sounds like
haven't
it's going to be one of the longest in the industry.
in the industry wide. So that is impressive. Yeah, we'll have to really benchmark that 30 hours of video playback, but
We're going to just let that run on a loop when we get in the office, and we're just going to see what happens.
what movie do we play?
Interstellar,
Okay, that's a good one. There we go.
obviously. No, so there's a lot to unpack with these things, but the big picture is these are just upgraded, prettier laptops from Samsung. They always make the pitch that they can be a sort of MacBook replacement for Android users. It's hard for a lot of people to ditch their MacBook because it's an excellent product.
Mm-hmm.
But from a design standpoint, they're right up there with Dell. I mean, the haptic touchpad felt really nice when we were messing around with it the other day. The screens are beautiful. These are interesting laptops. And they're all powered by the brand new Intel stuff. So you're going to get better efficiency, more AI power, so I can keep generating all my articles with AI.
That doesn't happen.
No, of course not.
No.
Obviously, no. I would be fired if I was
100%.
generating all my content with AI.
Right.
So funny. Yeah, no, these laptops are quite something. They are jam-packed with all of the latest specs. You can upgrade them to up to 2 terabytes of storage, 64 gigs of RAM. Yeah, these are.
Yeah.
I was impressed with them. I feel like we all sort of share the same sentiment.
They're like, especially the regular Galaxy Book 6.
Yes.
Like, it's shaped like the old
that
MacBook
one in
Air.
particular. Yes. No, and I miss that design a lot. I love the wedge shape.
Yeah.
It just fits nicely in your backpack. It's just
Yeah.
easy to slide in. Yeah.
For me, I would go for the Galaxy Book Pro just because that's an X9 processor.
Probably.
Yeah, the Ultra is a little high for me with the 50.
It's a little bit much. It's a little bit much, but you know,
Mhm.
why not just have all that horsepower in your back?
Oh yeah,
You know, yeah. These laptops are going to. I had the pre-order date up. Let me see, because they are going to go on sale soon.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Select markets in January, so looks like a lot of them are going to start launching soon, and then other markets starting in April. So it'll be a slow rollout for these guys.
Right. They're waiting till your return window closes on last year's laptop that you got for Black
100%.
Friday. That is the industry secret that we're only sharing with you on the shortcut.
Don't tell anybody.
Don't tell anybody. The TV aspect, we kind of said this yesterday. It's Black Friday, fire sale. They announce new TVs and laptops kind of roll into this in January at CES right here behind us. And then they don't launch right away. They get announced. And these things tend to get, on store shelves in March when your return window closes for like Super Bowl flash
Exactly.
sales.
Yeah.
That's the last of the inventory from the prior year. So little industry secret that we've seen over the years that we're the experts in tech and we're helping you out, but be aware of that
It is definitely something to keep in mind. for
before
sure.
that window closes on January 31st for all your Amazon returns and so forth.
Let's see. So it looks like we got some more comments.
Bring it
Feel
on.
free to keep commenting during the live stream here. Let's see. We have at Blaze2K.
What's
hey
up,
guys.
Blaze?
Blaze. That's such a killer username. Hey guys, great job setting up a CES. We appreciate it. Glad to see you live. Were there any interesting augmented reality or VR devices we've seen so far at the show? Have we seen any AR or VR yet?
So-
We've seen smart glasses.
We've seen smart glasses, and that seems to be the trend set by Meta and their Ray-Bans.
Yes.
These handy dandy little. I have the transition lenses. These are great. We're seeing other companies like Even Realities, right?
Even Realities, Extreme's doing stuff.
Extreme,
There's Xreal.
right?
There's a lot of different companies that are announcing different smart glasses. In terms of VR, I don't know that I've seen it's been
VR
a little quiet.
is kind of out, right? If you're not doing XR, which is mixed reality, you're kind of not doing enough, right? So traditional VR, we haven't really seen that. Like, look at Meta. Meta still has not refreshed their VR headset, the Meta Quest 3 and the 3S. That's very long in the tooth right now.
It does tell you something about where the VR space is.
They're a leader, if not the leader, in VR, right? And ever since Apple introduced the Apple Vision Pro, there really hasn't been a lot of new VR initiatives because you can't really compete with XR, which is like the next stage, next evolution of that type of, immersive technology. So I think a lot of companies, including Apple, are going after, the glasses and having eventually a display inside those glasses. TCL has a sub brand called Ray Neo, and Ray Neo is the one that I feel kind of meets everything in the middle. They have a display inside. They look like bulky. In my family, we call them Morty glasses because it looks like from Morty Seinfeld, where they're really thick. But eventually, that'll become a slicker version of glasses, kind of like traditional eyewear or regular Ray-Bans that don't have technology in them. So super interested in seeing more of that stuff, but so far we haven't seen a lot of it.
No, so I think that's going to be one thing that we do keep our eyes on, though, because
Sure.
I am curious what people are doing with VR, because I feel like the only people that are doing it well are Meta and Apple.
Yes.
I'm actually like kind of dumbfounded. I don't think even I got like a picture or anything of that. It's just been smart glasses this year.
Yeah. I think VR is too limiting in terms of like it's a solo adventure. So we see that complaint a lot.
It's a little lonely in the Apple Vision Pro.
It is. It is.
Playing a
And
pair of goggles over your face is so 2014.
And we tested out recently the ability to I forget what it's called. It's like SharePoint or something like that, with the ability to kind of have an Apple Vision Pro and Max join me in a room. So that was a very cool experience on the Apple Vision Pro, but that's new technology, and that's already been out for a year and a half, almost 2 years.
You feel like 20% less lonely when you're
You do.
like joined by somebody on a FaceTime call who's also wearing a Vision Pro.
Right. So the technology is getting there. The software needs to catch up.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's what we're seeing from, we kind of got a little bit off topic with the Samsung Book 6, but Samsung, yesterday we went hands-on with the trifold phone, which is very cool. And then we couldn't talk about the Galaxy Book 6 series just yet, but now, we talked about it has a vapor chamber. It's been redesigned, 30 hours of video playback. It's promising because Samsung isn't always like the heavyweight name that Dell is in Windows laptops, that Lenovo is, but we know them mostly through either mobile phones or like
TVs.
home and TVs. Like that's their thing. But they come out every couple of years with like a killer laptop, and that's hopefully what the Galaxy Book 6 is. Stay tuned for a review when that gets launched. Super always interested in the AMOLED screens that they make because they have the best.
100%.
They have the best screens in the industry.
It is. That's probably one of the biggest reasons to choose a Samsung laptop nowadays, just because the screen is so nice,
Right.
and it's like perfectly calibrated.
They're the only ones that use those AMOLED. Everybody has like an OLED or some tandem OLED or something like that.
Sure.
Yeah, it's either OLED, mini LED, or just regular LCD IPS.
Yeah.
So no, it's a huge advantage for Samsung.
Okay, keep the comments coming. We love answering questions live from the CES show floor. I want to kind of switch gears to a different laptop that you have not experienced, or most people haven't experienced. It is Asus's ROG Zephyrus Duo, which is a dual screen laptop. we've experienced dual screen laptops before, but this one has the ability to kind of like break cover and go mainstream because it's a dual screen gaming laptop. And what I noticed when I got to see this right before CES, usually with these dual screen laptops, it's cutting edge, but they don't have the power and the performance of a gaming laptop, right? There's certain sacrifices there to get so thin. Well, this one is a dual screen laptop that is beefy in terms of performance, beefy enough where you have an unfolding screen, wireless keyboard, a kickstand, but also the latest Intel Core Ultra Series 3 processor and RTX 5090 GPU. So, Kevin, you just went on hands-on with this yesterday.
Yep.
Tell us about this experience from Asus with this ROG Zephyrus Duo laptop.
So we've already seen plenty of years of Zenbook Duos, which are basically like, you know, a laptop with 2 screens, and then also like the previous Zephyrus Duo, the touchscreen, the screen area was only like this big, so you could like, you could put like the map from like what's it called, you know, the
like Call of Duty or something.
Like a mini map.
Well, yeah, the mini map and the MOBA games. Now you can have 2 full screens, and it's like about this thick. It has a 5090, even though like the actual individual sections are like maybe 2 centimeters thick. Yeah, it's very impressive.
And it's a lot more durable. So tell us about the durability. Did they show you kind of when I saw it earlier this year? They had a weight on top of it, bending the dual screen in half, and it was surviving all this weight. So did you see that demo?
So that was more on the Zenbook Duo.
Zenbook
actually.
Duo, okay.
Yeah.
Which is even thinner and like
yes. The hinge on the Zenbook Duo is like this small. It's like 2 millimeters thick. Okay. It's insane. We'll get to more of that later.
Yes.
Yeah. Now the Zenbook, the Asus ROG Zephyrus Duo has 2 3K 16-inch screens. They're both OLED also, and it has the 5090. It has a brand new Intel Ultra X9 processor. These are the Series 3 processors, Panther Lake. It
looks dope.
Yeah. They did mention only the top screen is 120 hertz. Well, they're both 120 hertz. Only the top screen has G-Sync. That's what they said.
Okay.
Unfortunately, as much as I wanted to play 2 games at once on it, they told me you can't really do that just because of the restrictions of Windows.
So that's where the sacrifice comes into play.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Like there's always a push and a pull, especially with physics. It's like, you know, it's either battery life, it's either performance, it's either design. So it's interesting to see how the companies go about that compromise and like which, I don't want to say corners they have to cut, but because it's not really a price thing. It's the technology in that form factor. It can only go so far until the next year when they push the envelope a little bit more.
Yeah, like you could do split screen gaming maybe on it, like a fighting game or Halo, like old Halo title.
Yeah.
One thing you can do with the dual screens is you could just give yourself maximum brain rot, where you're playing a game, you got TikTok, you're scrolling on Instagram.
It's the only way I can look at TikTok.
Yes,
as long as
YouTube,
if there's just like Subway Surfers just playing on one half of my screen, I can't watch any videos. I've like give me Family Guy and give me Call of Duty right on the bottom screen.
Yes,
and I'm set. That's a good night to me.
I just want to apologize for a second. I just put a tweet out there. I had to edit it. Means people's notifications got pinged twice if you have notifications on from my Twitter. I accidentally said thanks for the comments and 1,000 viewers, and then I looked, I refreshed, and I realized we have 3,000 viewers.
Oh wow!
Oh, nice.
So I had to ping you twice. And if you're joining the chat, 3,500. I won't keep editing that, but you know,
3,500 what? 3,500 too.
3,500 views right now. Thank you for joining. If you're just joining us, we're at CES. Day 1 just started. They just opened up the doors. We're previewing the latest technology out there. We're welcoming your comments. We're on X. We're on YouTube. We are on Instagram. All the platforms. We want to meet you at your platform, but Max is handling comments. Any new comments that come in, please read them out to us.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So I think we have another one here from Blaze 2K. Well, obviously, our friend Opix RL is obsessed with AI.
AI is the thing.
Yes, it is it's definitely a thing here at the show.
We saw an AI microwave. Every year, they're saying AI is in certain things.
There's exactly right. It looks like Blaze 2K is hoping that the RAM shortage doesn't hit the TV market too hard.
That is such a topical question for us.
It's a very topical question for us because
Yeah.
we've been obsessed with looking at all the new TVs here, and I think one of the underlying factors is like whether the price is going to go up just because of the RAM situation. It's been hitting so many different markets, and I don't think I've seen TV prices skyrocket too much. They might be a bit more expensive than last year, but
Yeah.
it hasn't. I don't think it's been like a night and day difference. It might be gradual in some cases.
It's mostly about building PCs. It's been in laptops, a little bit in phones, but it's hitting the console gaming market very hard, where we saw the PlayStation 5 actually go up in price in August. And it went up by $100, and they dropped the price by $100 on Black Friday, but it really wasn't a price drop. So yeah, that's been something where they're kind of building in price increases and then dropping them during key holiday sales events.
Yeah.
So it makes you feel like you're saving a little bit of money, but you're not saving that much money in the end.
No, exactly. So I guess that's just something we're going to have to keep looking out for, see whether anything goes crazy or not.
And that's what we do very well. You know the shortcut from helping you get either a PS5, a Nintendo Switch 2. We're starting to track more and more individual products. That's become a specialty for us because these RAM prices are out of control. We never get into a lot of politics. That's not our thing. We keep ourselves gadget focused, but this kind of current events kind of dovetails into what we're doing, and we have to keep track of those global markets and what's happening with like imports and so forth. But we keep our stuff fairly apolitical. We don't touch that. That's not a thing where you'll see that on other tech websites. That's not our thing. We want to focus on helping you buy gadgets, whatever you want, telling you if it's good, if it's bad. We're not influencers either. We don't trend that way, and we're like going to tell you everything is great. So that's our thing. So keep those questions coming in from CES. We're up to 6,300 viewers on X alone.
Doubled.
Yeah.
Nice.
I retweeted out there. That's what it was. So
Jeez.
Welcome new viewers to CES.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us for the first day on the show floor.
Day
There's
one.
so much chaos happening behind us.
If you see announcements, this is like an active runway. All the technology is coming in. We're flagging things down. So tell us what you want to see. And yeah, just kind of like putting a button in. I know I interrupted to kind of refresh the live stream, but the Asus ROG Zephyrus Duo with that built-in kickstand. It's a gaming laptop that has 2 screens. Doesn't really compromise too much on performance. Up to 2 terabyte SSD, 16-inch 3K OLED. Breaking news now. They just got announced. Pretty cool.
Now, Matt, if you want to upgrade your gaming experience even more, what's the best thing, right?
Please.
Some gaming peripherals.
So the gaming handheld, the ROG line, which stands for Republic of Gamers, who people who aren't interested or know about it. Tell us what's new with the Asus ROG lineup. Tell us about the latest one and what these accessories that just got announced are compatible with.
Yeah. So the biggest ones are a new headset and a new keyboard. I'll start with keyboard.
Sure.
It's called the Asus ROG Falchion 75HE. That's a mouthful, but basically what it is a new magnetic keyboard, and you can set the actuation trigger to 1 millimeter, or I'll go all the way down. It has these keys that are it's also 75% sized. So how all the pro gamers, they have the keyboard set here, and they got more space for their mouse pad. Even the USB-C plug is set to the right side, so you can have more space and not bother yourself with the cable and stuff. And it also has triggers and touchpads and scroll wheels everywhere. In the top right corner, there's a scroll wheel to change the actuation point at any point. You can set it higher or lower if you need a faster keystroke. Now there's also a touch panel on the left back side. Basically, you could change the volume, change brightness. You could adapt it to whatever you like.
That's super sick.
Yeah. And then lastly, there's like this little flip switch, and that'll activate the rapid trigger. So you could set different commands, like you can have crouch, you can start a movie, you can launch Copilot, whatever you like, to whatever key. You set the activation point to trigger something.
How
Start your
interesting.
hot pocket, whatever.
Yeah. No, there's so much built into that keyboard. I love a good keyboard that has like a million different functions in it.
Yes.
You need that. You need that in a slim keyboard.
Yeah.
That is 75%. It's 75% smaller.
Mhm.
So
The only thing is, like, you gotta make sure you're in for is it is wired. It's not
Interesting.
wireless. Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah. But they do have a wireless. I think it's the Ace.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a
Probably
little bit
with, like,
bigger.
Awful battery life because of those RGB lights.
Oh. No, they last pretty long.
Do they? Okay.
how are you not going to have RGB lights?
I guess you're right. I don't.
You gotta have a disco.
You're not a gamer
as
if you
your
don't have
I
type.
didn't
RGB.
think of that. Okay.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Max is highly new to the RGB space. We have to introduce it.
Right?
I am so far removed from
Yes.
RGB lights.
Mhm.
I don't know that I even have any, like, in my possession.
Not even like a Govee or like a RGB bulb.
I may have a couple bulbs. Oh, I guess I have a couple speakers that technically have them.
There you go. That's how you get into the gaming RGB space. It's like you get a Philips Hue or something like that. You get a speaker from Sony.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're like, I need this in a gaming PC, a
Exactly.
gaming laptop.
100%.
So very, very cool.
So we'll see what happens. I guess I'm just gonna have to deck out the new apartment with nothing but RGB lights.
Yes,
That's-
100%.
All
Yeah,
right.
make it look like a disco. Make it look like a unicorn just exploded.
We are
Uh,
almost at 10,000 concurrents on X right now. I see that there's 9,180. It's climbing, guys, which is awesome. So
That's amazing.
successful live stream so far at CES. We are the only live stream at CES. Well, actually, we don't know that. The only live stream at CES wearing gold jackets. And again,
That's right.
we don't even know that. So only live stream at CES wearing gold jackets with people named Matt, Max, and Kevin. Just to, make sure we're not lying about that. So there you go.
Of course. And obviously we're still taking plenty of questions. If you guys want to know anything, if any questions about what we want to see, looks like one of our friends here, Walter Mellon Lonis something. What does that say? What an interesting username. Anyway,
Walter
he's
Mellon.
Watermelons or
I guess it's
Walter Malone.
Malone's.
Thank you to the control center that we have, giving us phonetical pronunciation of words we should know.
Walter Malone's.
Right.
Very interesting.
What's he saying?
Day one on the show floor. What tech are each of you looking forward to seeing the most?
So our personal experience. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Go for
I feel like I'm very intrigued with all the health stuff this year.
Health stuff. Okay.
I'm very excited to see because as we discussed yesterday, we've been wearing Whoop a lot. And
Whoop
we've been
is
wearing stuff,
great. Yeah.
and it's been great.
What else you seeing?
We are I'm looking forward to just like checking out some new scales and stuff because I'm trying to get a new one for the
Trying to get jacked, trying to get fit.
I got to get the summer bod, dude.
Right. Yeah.
I got to look good on the beach, man.
You got a couple months, especially with New York weather.
Exactly. So that's one thing that I'm looking forward to checking out the most when we escape here and go check out the show floor.
And to mention some brands, the biggest one that I personally use is Withings.
Yes.
Some people pronounce it Withings, or there's different pronunciations, but it's Withings. It's a French company that makes the smart body scale, and it's pretty good. My suggestion for people looking for a real upgrade is get the one where you have that handle.
Yeah, with the extra sensor built into it, and then it scans your whole body and tells you what your BMI is. And
I think it's worth it. It's something I didn't do previously, but I need to get that because
yes,
I heard it's much more accurate if you have that little rope and pulley type of thing.
Oh, it helps a lot. It makes a massive difference. I have the old version that doesn't have the extra sensor on it, and it just it sends a electronic signal through your body to tell you how much fat is on your body.
Sure.
I don't know how accurate that is.
I heard
Can't
it's
quite tell.
some of that technology, especially the third-party stuff or the random, I don't know that brand stuff that you get on Amazon, it's guessing your BMI and so forth. I'm willing to pull an extra lever to know my real body weight.
100%. Yeah.
Like you, trying to get the summer bod, that New Year's resolution is still fresh. So
Still fresh in our minds.
and
at least for now.
CES makes me even more active / feel bad about myself because all this technology, all the models that they have at these booths, we need to get in shape, and CES kind of spurs us to do that.
Exactly. We got to fit in these blazers next year too. You know, this isn't just for this year.
Well, these guys don't know it, but next year's blazers, I'm going to shrink them down a size each year. So it'll get tighter and tighter. So
So we're T-shaped, basically. Walk around T-shaped.
It'll look like a straight jacket. So
Okay.
it's a little.
So we
bit of
will
a
just look
psychological
mentally
thing.
insane. We don't look insane enough.
We don't
already.
look insane
I'm not-
already.
I'm not telling them that they're going down in size. I'm going to actually scratch off the little tag.
Just lie to us.
Yeah.
Thank you, Matt, for always being honest with
Replacing our jean label with 32 wide, 32 waist.
Exactly, like a Jerry
Yeah.
Seinfeld
Yeah.
type
Or
of
28.
isn't
Sorry, it was
usually what I
28.
thought of.
It was
Yeah.
28.
Really, yeah.
So funny. Oh yeah. So that's what I'm looking forward to CES. I'm not sure about what you guys are looking forward to, but
Kevin, what do you got?
I always want more TVs. I want the best TV, ultimate picture. I don't want any compromises. Yeah.
And so, in that TV, I think a lot of people got confused yesterday in terms of bigger and brighter screens. What does that actually do for the average consumer?
Yeah.
Tell us specifically, what does better picture quality mean for you?
More resolution. Well, sorry. For me,
Yes.
better color accuracy. I want Dolby Vision 2 and HDR10 Advanced plus Advanced support. I want to be able to see the highest highlights, the deepest blacks. Yeah.
Amazing.
That will happen really probably until micro LED.
Yes.
Yeah.
if you're buying a TV, Kevin, are you looking for like gaming specs?
Yes, that I also look for gaming specs,
Okay.
like good low latency, basically.
Okay.
Lowest latency possible.
Yeah.
And no weird artifacting, which I've experienced on a previous TV.
No, I feel like there are like dedicated gaming TVs that do particularly well with that. Oh, I know. Matt's very excited about this comment
We get comments rolling in, and we just got one flag to us. Go for it.
from our friend Bushin Ryu Cat.
Very good.
Question for the hosts: did you get Tom Jones to open for your act at the Sands?
Okay.
It's not unusual for us to
Fall in love.
with anyone.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we just saw a dip in viewers when we started to sing. Oh, oh snap! All right, we promised not to sing any more than one song.
Now I kind of want to see if I can get Tom Jones to perform for our live show.
Yeah,
I will summon him somehow. I will figure this out.
you just want to DM him.
I will DM Tom
I don't
Jones.
know if he has social media.
He probably does.
So tomorrow on the live stream, we're going to announce that we have Tom Jones, but it's going to be Tommy Lee Jones, and we're like, oh man, we messed that up again.
And
That'd
it's
be
just
great.
going to be me dressed as Tommy Lee Jones.
Just doing a
Just
scene out of The
different
Fugitive.
characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Different
100%.
characters from the volcano, MIB. What else?
Right.
Yeah.
Get a little neuralizer action.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Is there anything you're looking forward to at CES? Just to put a pin on that comment?
Sure. Yeah,
'Cause I think I'm curious myself.
I really like gaming chairs. That's a really big
Is
thing.
that
for me.
your bag at CES? Yeah.
Every year, Razer has a really cool gaming chair. It's not just my bag; it's about my back, right? Very close to.
I was going to say, as the youngest guy here, I don't have to worry about getting a comfortable
I know.
chair because my back is totally fine.
will.
But it
one
starts
day.
when you're younger.
Yeah.
So
It hasn't yet. So
It hasn't yet.
it hasn't yet.
Just wait 5 years.
Dude, I'm in the golden years, man.
Yeah.
Wait
That's why you got
within
the
a
golden
year.
jacket.
Yeah.
That's right.
Wait within a year.
But yeah, my gaming chair at home, which is the Isker 2, right? That's the one that came out 2
V2,
years
yeah.
ago, V2. It is amazing. It's an expensive chair, but Razer makes a great chair. You pull a lever and it kind of goes like 180. So I think in my review on theshortcut.com, I compared it to like Delta One seats for your desk, right? Your desktop setup. Very cool. We're gonna have more of that stuff this year. There's always gaming chairs around. I'm looking for like self-care products. Kind of overlaps with the health stuff that you're talking about, but it's those comfy chairs that you don't cheap out on by buying the $100 chair on Amazon. You
Get
put
the
a little
nice shit.
investment. Get the nice one. Treat yourself nicely, because you're in that seat for like 8 hours a day before you start touching grass.
Exactly. Okay, fair.
That's
I like that answer.
that was a great comment.
Yes, it was. And it looks like we have another one here,
Go for it.
and I am curious to hear your thoughts on this, Matt, from our friend at G33 K God. The industry could easily produce enough NAND chips to clear the shortage, but there is an industry-wide collision for an excuse to artificially limit inventory so they can raise prices.
We hear that. We hear that from a lot of different people. I'm sure on some level there's a little bit of that conspiracy that's true.
Okay.
Right. But I think it would leak out much quicker if it was like a broad, evil nemesis doing it in such an overt way, like a systematic way. So I mean, people do that with pricing or coming out with like a PlayStation 5. That was always a rumor that they're artificially limiting the stock for these PS5 restocks. I don't know if that's entirely accurate, but there's some truth, there's some validity to it.
Probably something happening.
Right. I'm a very down the middle person and thinking, like it's not as bad as people think it is, but it's not completely untrue. I mean, look at Apple with that, I think they were correct in limiting performance to save battery life in older iPhones.
Yeah.
It's just the fact they weren't telling people that they were doing that. They were throttling a little bit on their phones every time an update came out. I think it goes along those lines. It's like, it's true, but you also don't want your phone to kind of completely shut off because the performance has increased year over year, or the need for performance. So I'm with you a little bit.
He's with you a little bit. Anyway, keep your comments rolling in. If you have any more questions about what we want to see at the show, or just random conspiracies about the chip industry. Yeah, I kind of love that. What a great conversation starter.
You know what? We got to investigate it more on the shortcut. We have some investigations coming up where you're going to be pleasantly surprised.
Tom Jones has already joined us.
There we go. That's what Tom Jones looks like currently. See, I remember him from a Pepsi ad, like when I was a kid.
Of course you do, Matt. Of course you do.
Back when TVs were black and white.
Sure.
They were black and white, and he had like, drink Pepsi.
Yeah.
Can you believe that I pay these guys?
Okay.
I can.
You gotta say at least once this show.
Once a segment.
Yeah.
He has not fired us yet.
They just don't know that they haven't been getting paid through Gusto.
Okay.
We have to
Somebody's
mention Gusto
retractable.
every episode too.
Right. So yeah, we're gonna get Tom Jones or Tommy Lee Jones on the show. Stay tuned for celebrity appearances.
There can only be one.
No, let's have both of them.
Right.
Let's just do both.
And they're gonna be pointing at each other like Spider-Man. Like,
correct.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
Real quick, what's your if it's not Tom Jones, what's your karaoke song?
My karaoke song?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. So the one I always want to do is Real Slim Shady, but I just never work up the courage to do it. I need like 7 drinks in me before I can do that.
I love the calculation.
But
7.
It's somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
But
I feel like this has
that
happened
one
before.
Real Slim Shady is not happening. That, or I would say,
something
is, I've done Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter.
Surprising.
Why
Shocking.
why is that surprising?
So you're such a country music fan.
Espresso is an awesome song.
No, fair. It's a great song.
It's a great song. Country's not a good crowd pleaser. Everybody knows Sabrina. I know yours, and I wish we had the footage to show our.
We will.
viewers.
We'll show it tomorrow. We'll cue that up for tomorrow.
We probably will, because I think your karaoke song is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I think the best footage comes from Chris Velasco, another tech peer, his
One of our
wedding,
good friends. Yes.
where I never call for Suspicious Minds by Elvis Presley to be played.
No, of course not.
But
Why would you ever do that?
I do bring the gold shades with me every year, and I brought it to his wedding, and someone started playing it, so I guess I had to bust that move.
Just accidentally.
Killer dance moves.
No, I know. Like that's how. Like you should be on Dancing with the Stars. I don't know what you're doing hosting a live stream show.
ABC, call me.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin. Go-to karaoke song. Have you done karaoke?
No.
That's changing.
Evan does not strike me as a karaoke guy. That's what I'll say. But what would you do karaoke? We should all do karaoke.
I would do karaoke, yes. I would need like a really simple song to start with. Like,
Fair.
Twinkle, twinkle, little.
I don't think I can even carry a beat, honestly.
Again, the viewership dips every time we try to sing.
Kevin,
Even a happy birthday.
He's not a karaoke guy. No.
Right? We're at 17,000 views on X. We are leading, at least anybody I follow on X. Sorry to the guys at TBPN. We're just
Eat at lunch. Yeah.
dominating you guys. No, we really like those guys. But yeah, it's because the CES is happening, and everybody's really excited that we're on the show floor. Thank you to the CTA for putting us up in a booth. We're kind of overlooking the whole CES here in the
really
West Hall.
Trickling.
We're going to have guests come on the show. That is, that's going to be a thing.
We'll definitely have some guests tomorrow and Thursday.
Yes. Yeah, we just have to map out where this booth is because CES is so massive. It's such a massive, the scale of it's insane.
It's we've been here how many years, like collectively?
I'm
many
14 years in. I did a calculation last night.
14, yeah. It's like probably 25 years total.
Yeah.
We've been coming to CES.
Right.
Every time.
says, show us your dance moves.
Oh, no.
Don't tempt me. See, we're doing a live stream at 1 p.m. Eastern, but it's 10 a.m. when we start. Really early for a drink. So I would need a stiff drink first.
It's
so
really early for a drink.
Subscribe to theshortcut.com. We'll buy a round of drinks. That'll buy us a round of drinks.
Look, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, my friend. You got to live and die by that motto.
Need karaoke in the new office, says Chloe. Chloe, thank you. Kind of segueing us into we're building an office for the Shortcut. It's in Manhattan. It's the biggest, riskiest move that probably any tech media company is doing right now.
Probably.
So coming soon. You'll see a lot more behind the scenes footage and pictures on our newsletter on theshortcut.com as we take a big leap. We can't get out of it. It's a 2-year lease. So go big or go home.
We are stuck in that office doing live streams.
Doing live streams. But we're getting the viewers. And that's all that matters.
100%.
So we're at 18,000. That's just on X alone.
Just from talking about karaoke.
Yes. And Tom Jones / Tommy Lee Jones.
Can you believe they came here for tech?
Right. All right. Let's get back to it. Let's get back on board with. So we just went over the Asus ROG gaming peripherals, and before that, the dual screen laptop, a gaming laptop this time. I really like the dual screen laptops because you kind of flip it open during meetings like this. You're out and about remotely. I have 6 monitors at home. I can't take those with me.
Right.
So
it's a little bit insane, your setup.
it's a little bit much.
Yes.
Is what you're saying.
I do have one more game peripheral to talk about.
Do it.
These will be quick. This is the Asus ROG Kidhara. Yeah, Kidhara. It's a new gaming headset. It's wired also, unfortunately, but it does have 100 millimeter planar magnetic drivers. Those are known for, their higher, basically base response. The size of it and the planar magnetics versus like the usual, what is the type of magnet that's usually in a headset or earbud?
It's a great question, Kevin.
Yeah.
It's escaping my mind.
Oh, it's a better one. Basically.
There's definitely a magnet, and this one's a better one.
Neodymium. That's it. They're usually neodymium. So these have a higher base response. You're gonna really feel like a gunshot in your ear, whenever you.
Oh my gosh.
Or whatever.
Okay.
Or punch. Yeah, you get punched in your ear basically.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Did you get to try them out?
Yeah.
It sounds that harsh.
It doesn't sound harsh. It just
Well, not
sounds
harsh,
full.
but yeah,
it sounds full.
Powerful, I suppose.
So the thing is also another thing about them is they're fully open back, and that's because you don't want to reverb, and the snap of the planar magnetic is so strong that you would have like some
Crazy
weird
reverb.
yeah, exactly, some weird distortion.
Wow.
So not a great space to like listen to music or anything already.
Probably not.
So what they had at the booth was they had like a sort of anechoic booth chamber. But it was only like half because it had a glass door. It's full of like the soundproofing material, and I could hear. I was listening to a song, and I was listening to some Delta Force gameplay and some other game.
Nice.
Yeah, it comes with playing accessories. It comes with 2 types of cables. So there's kind of like the more regular like black cable like this. It has a magnet. It has a gaming headset built into it, and then it has kind of like the multi-braided cable that high-end audiophile headphones have, because that's where they're going for too.
I love a good braided cable.
Yeah, and they come with multiple different headphone jacks. So you got your traditional 3.5 millimeter, the bigger one for like the receiver and your record player and stuff like that. Your high-end audio gear. Yeah. So
very cool.
They're basically trying to. You already seen like playing gamers who use like open ear Bear Dynamic headsets or Sennheiser headsets for gaming audio. So now basically Asus is going for that.
Now they're diving into that. That is an interesting combination of specs and use cases.
Breaking news, we are at 20,000 concurrents on X right now. So that's going to add up to a lot when we get the final numbers.
Nice.
But we're going to break yesterday's record by far, which was, I think we're at like
15-ish thousand.
Yeah, but the end numbers for X alone were like 166,000 viewers.
Okay. And that was like last night, I think.
Yeah, that was last night. And we were like, oh, when we wrapped up the stream, we were like at 8,000. And then when the numbers finally came in last night, we're at 166. And we're like, oh, all right, we did well for our first live stream. And here we are, welcoming your comments, getting back on track about technology and what is at CES day 1. We're officially open. Yesterday was day 0. If you hear stuff in the background, we're on the active runway of technology launching all day today and talking about laptops, talking about Intel's latest chipset, talking about the Dell XPS 13 is back. So if you rewind, if you're, juicing up that watch time for our stream, whether it's on YouTube or X, we're here. We're talking about TVs. We're talking about laptops. So thank you for your support at 21,000 concurrents. There we go. It's crazy. Thank you for the support.
No, it's very awesome that everybody's tuning in here.
Yeah.
It's just all the people that bought a PS5 from you.
They're all coming back to support, which
streaming from Xbox. Oh yeah, the PS5.
Yeah,
exactly.
From the Sony menus.
Yeah.
So, what is next? The MSI collection that we saw, the Prestige 14 Flip AI. Do you want to talk about that, Kevin? Or
yeah, sure.
Great.
Okay, so this year, usually MSI, for gaming laptops. That's their main shtick. But this time they put their consumer laptops front and center. So Prestige 14 AI is a super ultra thin, light laptop. You can flip it. It's a convertible. It has a 14-inch 1080p screen, but it's OLED. Sorry, it's 1920 by 1200 actually, not 1080p.
Okay.
Yeah, it's rocking the Intel Core 7 Ultra. Now it's not X9 or X7, so that means you won't quite be gaming 145 XPS at Battlefield, but you'll be able to game decently on it.
Right, and what audience is this for? So it's not necessarily for like the top of the line gamer. It's for someone who kind of wants a portable, sleek laptop.
Yes, exactly.
Good screen, OLED screen.
Yeah. Now the sickest thing about this laptop is actually it has a pen underneath the lid. Not underneath the lid, underneath the laptop. It's kind of like built into the bottom foot.
I noticed in the notes you called it a secret pen.
Oh yes.
So it's hidden.
It's hidden.
Which makes it handy that it's just not hanging out in your bag or clipped to the laptop where it kind of falls off. We've all lost a stylus before.
Yep, exactly. So it has, it kind of like, yeah, it slips in right there. And you kind of push this peg, it'll flip, it'll spin. It'll basically do a free willy maneuver. Yeah.
Good analogy.
Yes. I love my analogies.
Yep.
And it'll just like come right up there. You can just pull it out. It's kind of like the S Pen, but better, I would say.
Oh, wow.
RIP as of what, 2013, 2023?
Yeah, Samsung still has the S Pen in on tablets, but there's no holster for it. That kind of went out with the Fold 6. So
A little bit.
That was the last time.
It's on the S25 Ultra.
That's true, right?
And the rumor has it that it will be on the S26 as well.
I want to see
So,
that.
Yeah, it's not fully dead yet, but Samsung's definitely sort of distancing itself from it.
Yeah.
Because nobody really uses it anyway.
I feel like it's a 5% audience use case.
And they get it's a very
vocal audience.
5%. Yeah.
Right.
Like they want their S Pen, man.
But when I pitch to people, as mad as you are that the S Pen is not part of Samsung's Fold 7, would you rather have the stylus that you use occasionally or a thinner phone? And people are like, oh, well, I have rather have the thinner phone. So it's more of a physics thing. It's like you can't have both, at least in 2025, 2026, right? It's just not a viable thing. We'll get there eventually. When we review a product, one thing when I was at Tech Radar, I would tell the team and carry this over to the shortcut. Don't criticize the camera bump on a phone, right? Unless you're willing to say, I would rather have worse cameras, right? It's the camera bump, unless you do have worse cameras and there's still a camera bump, you can't have both. You can't have a flush camera and the best specs out there on your camera. So I'd rather a little more girth to that camera module.
That's fair.
And a really good camera. So that's one of our kind of review policies when we review something. Don't hold it against that phone or that device, whatever it is, if it's technically not feasible. So
yeah,
it's one of our things that
one of
my pet peeves.
You mean this phone can't make me lunch?
Right. That
what?
It's great. Again,
0 stars.
Kevin coming
Thank
with the
you.
killer analogy. It's just not productive to kind of invent things in your mind. It's great to want it and to yearn for it and to mention it, but when it's in the pros and cons section, I'm like, well, of course it has a camera bump. It's the best camera out there on a phone. So just my pet peeve in our industry. Little inside baseball.
Totally fair. Yeah. No, I agree with you.
All right. So it has a secret pen in this MSI Prestige 14 Flip AI Plus laptop. And yeah, it flips kind of like the name suggests. Features Intel's latest Core Ultra 3 chip, which is very, it's nice. 14-inch full HD OLED touchscreen. Kind of reading off the specs here. Up to 64 gigabytes of RAM, 2 terabytes of storage, which has become the norm for the largest capacity that we're seeing in these types of laptops. 2.9 pounds.
That's pretty light.
That is pretty light.
Not the lightest, but pretty light.
For the compromise and the performance it has, that is pretty good. So we always love testing out MSI's gaming devices that are big and bulky. Like those are monsters. Those are beasts. Those are you're kind of replacing your desktop PC with something that is a gargantuan laptop. This is kind of a different product category for them.
Yep.
Kind of nice to see.
Yeah, we saw these like last year, so it's great to finally see them come to fruition.
Yeah. One thing that, moving on to the next story that's breaking at CES is that Amazon just announced its competitor to the Samsung Frame TV, right?
Yeah, so this takes us right back to yesterday's point with the amount of TVs that we've seen. This one slipped through the cracks. I just thought it was like everybody has to do this frame thing now.
Right.
Everybody's trying to just make the TV not ugly anymore.
For half a decade, the frame just stood on its own and no one touched it. Now we're seeing TCL with their canvas TVs. We're seeing Hisense do the same thing with their artwork type of TV. It's TV as art. And the frame TV is pretty expensive. Now we're seeing lower cost, budget options kind of mimic that presentation. Sony on the higher end is doing something similar. So this is called the Ember Airtime TV.
Yes.
Max, tell us about this.
It's a Ember Artline TV.
Thank you.
Its whole purpose is to literally just look like a picture frame. It takes the same idea as the Samsung Frame TV,
right?
But gives you Fire OS. It gives you, a lower price point. Starts at $899.
That's Fire.
Okay, I'm gonna now. We're not doing this again, Matt. I'm quitting.
The groans only make me stronger.
I'm just gonna jump over the banister now and just leave.
Terrible. No, it's literally just a Fire TV with Samsung's concept of, hey, let's just dress it up as a picture frame.
Artline TV. Now I see it in the lower thirds.
Artline TV.
Yeah.
It has Alexa Plus built in, obviously. It has Amazon's new user interface for Fire TV, for their Fire TV operating system. They redesigned the whole thing so it's a little bit easier to use. It basically just feels like Google TV at this point. But it's supposed to be faster and smoother. We'll obviously have to test that. But it's a pretty TV. It's 4K. It's not OLED, but most of these TVs aren't anyway. It supports Dolby Vision, HDR10 plus. It's only an inch and a half thick, so it barely sits off your wall. So it should sit pretty flush with the mount and everything. Yeah, and of course it has the anti-glare coating, so that if you put it up in a room, a very bright room, you're going to still be able to see that picture quality regardless. Like, everything should look pretty nice on this TV.
And I feel like the selling point here is not so much the hardware as please remain an Amazon subscriber, because that's where the interface is geared toward.
And I think Amazon was like, oh my gosh, look at the amount of people buying frame TVs. We really need this. This can't be good for us.
Yeah.
Let's just make one. And so now we have a Fire TV frame TV.
Find it suspicious or cool. It's a coincidence that Amazon decides to do this, despite the fact the frame TV's been around for a long time.
Yes.
And then Hisense just did it last year.
Yep. And TCL as well. They came out with that
right.
Canvas TV.
TCL's one, and LG's just launching one too with the Gallery TV. This year.
I think part of it is the technology became more available to replicate, right? That's usually where we see it's more about not necessarily desire and design. It's more about resources. Do we have the panels that can reach the price point that TCL, Hisense, and Amazon want to set for their type of product and their type of TV? So, that's probably why for so long it remained exclusive to Samsung and their frame TV. So yeah, we see more competition, which for me, even though I'm going to stick with the frame TV for, general use we're setting up one in the office that we have a lot of room, we're going to see that put pressure on Samsung to keep their price lower and also kind of go one step ahead of what their more affordable rivals are doing. So super interesting. I love the fact that there's more competition. It just benefits the end consumer.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, I've definitely read my fair share of positive and negative reviews about the frame TV. So I feel like as more companies get into this space, it's going to force everybody to sort of figure out, okay, where should we prioritize screen quality, performance, software design, whether somebody has a better art gallery. Amazon has one of those built into this.
Right, and there's a subscription there for higher, quality images.
If you want just semi-generic looking pieces of art on your wall that just sort of cycle through, you have that option with the Airline TV. I think it's free here.
Right.
It seems to be free here. I'm sure there's a subscription somewhere.
There's a subscription for what Samsung's doing, but what I'm thinking is, will this competition cause Samsung to drop that price for their subscription for their, MoMA based art?
I think it's very silly that they charge a subscription.
I think that's one of the knocks we see on reviews all the time. Is if I want the good art, I have to pay a monthly subscription.
Because otherwise you get 50 pieces of art and you see the same thing kind of. I was testing that on the Sony TV I just got in. They have an art mode. It's very similar to what Samsung has. And it would just cycle through like the same 3 pieces of art every day. And I'm like, there should be at least 50 a year. I'm not paying for this.
No.
But I don't understand why it's just like not free. So it seems that Amazon's going to experiment with that. We'll see what happens with the rest of the industry. LG's charging money for it. I think TCL is too.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a very specific product for, I guess, what seems to be like a good subset of people that want their TV to just not look ugly.
Sure.
It looks very nice. So you can customize with 10 different frames too. The Amazon. There's a lot of stuff you can do with it.
It's all about that competition. Love seeing it. Love seeing that Amazon's entering that market. We usually don't cover Amazon at CES, but they're here. They're always here in the background. But it feels like they're here.
They have a strong presence
For the first time, Amazon is at CES in a big consumer-facing way.
Yes.
And that is exciting to see. Samsung, if you're not at CES, kind of to give you the lay of the land, used to be in Central Hall, which is the hall adjacent to this one, right? We're in West Hall. They used to have the biggest presence, along with LG, a little bit of Sony, but they used to have the biggest booth, just amazing screens, like that you would see in a Super Bowl stadium, right? Curved screens going all around, and it's only here for like 4 days. Which is
and then everything just kind of disappears.
And everybody, it's an amazing production value that they have.
Yeah.
They're not here this year. They're in the Wynn, which is a different hotel, and they've taken that over. So they've left Central Hall to TCL and LG, kind of taking that space. So it's kind of interesting to see the shifting dynamics and what they're doing in their space versus what, their affordable rival, which is CCL, is doing to kind of step up to the plate, because they want to become a major player. They're huge. TCL's huge in the 98-inch space. I own a 98-inch TCL TV. It's too big for a Manhattan apartment, but we'll not get into that.
But it's definitely not too big to be on the show floor.
Exactly.
And I will say it's very strange not seeing Samsung in Central Hall. Like that is, if I think back to like the days where I wasn't invited to CES, I remember thinking like, how awesome would it be to check out their booth? Because they would always have like the splashiest booth.
They do every year.
Coolest TV tech and everything, like big curved screens everywhere. They're just like not there.
Right.
Like their presence is a little bit missing. We have LG and TCL, everybody else, but they're not floating around.
We do have champagne on the way, and we're going to pour some champagne out. And we're going to pour some
We're gonna pour one out for Samsung.
Pour one out for Samsung.
But even though they're not here, they are
champagne.
They're not here, but they are.
They're at the Wynn.
The Wynn, but they have more space. You're no longer like walking through a Comic-Con basically to get into the booth, and they do have a nice entrance this year. It's like a mixed reality thing you walk into.
Sure.
Very true.
Yeah, no, they still have a cool booth. It's just elsewhere, and we're going to travel to Central Hall after this, see what it's like, because the show floor just opened as soon as we started live stream. So we kind of got a little bit of early access to check things out. We will give you even more video, even more photos on the shortcut on our daily live stream. It's going to be daily. We're going to stream this from New York when we get back, but why not make the debut at CES? Thanks to the CTA for putting us up.
100%.
Do we have time for one more story? Any other comments?
Oh, we absolutely have time for another story. One that it seems that we skipped earlier was the Extra glasses.
Let's go.
To touch more on the smart glasses.
Let's save that one for Adam, our colleague Adam, who is stuck in the UK because he lives there. He's
stuck there. He doesn't choose to live there.
I want him to go over that. So let's save that for tomorrow. A little tease, as we call it in the industry. It's an industry term.
Yep.
Is it an industry term?
It's one I came up with. So feel free to use it. Little show tease.
So if it looks like we got some more comments rolling in as well.
Please.
One of our friends here has been watching right from the get-go. Bush and Ridecat, at Matt Swider and host. Have you seen any companies showcase CRT monitors on the show floor for retro game collectors? If not, are those TVs done forever? I think he said he's going to subscribe to us.
Oh, so thank you
very
number
much
one for subscribing to theshortcut.com. That's a big deal for us. Kind of a funny aside before we get to that question. We've been in Ubers. We're 2 for 2 on Ubers, almost crashing their cars at CES because we get in the conversation. We say we are the #1 consumer tech site on Substack, and they're trying to pull up the website, and as soon as you hit the website, there's the enter your email, and we're like, you don't have to subscribe if you don't want to. We want to keep ourselves safe while they're driving.
But they want to subscribe.
They
And what are we going to say? No.
on subscribing. We'll take another subscription email to theshortcut.com. But they almost get into a fender bender.
What's a broken leg? You know,
right? So we're trying to be like, no, please pay attention on the road, and they get into a almost fender bender. It was twice in a row. So, anyways, thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate that. Stay in touch, because obviously you've been watching this live stream for the 2-hour duration that we've been doing it.
Right.
CRT TVs. I haven't seen them on the show floor. The show floor just opened, but we weren't briefed on CRT TVs. But that's probably something where you kind of have to find that hidden gem within the booths. We did see, and our colleague Adam pointed this out, that Mod Retro is here, right? And they're showing off, I think, their N64 remake called the M64. That's kind of cool. So we got to kind of hunt that down. It says at CES, and find a Mod Retro employee, ask them a gaming trivia question, and win a Chromatic, which is their remake of a Game Boy. I see a CRTV connected to this Mod Retro M64 to Sony, but I haven't seen any new CRT TVs out there. I think there's still space for it, especially as modern TVs don't replicate those old video game systems nearly as well. Kevin, do you have experience with this?
I mean, I have experience with knowing how to repair them.
Yeah,
it's like a real liability, because these things, they have these things called degaussers. Basically, it stops something for building up your screen, and it just holds a lot of charge. It holds enough charge to kill you, basically. Yeah, it's a whole different. It's CRTs are very complicated.
Yeah, it sounds.
That's why I don't think I've ever seen a company bring them back, or start a small run limited time build, or an order of them. I would love that.
I was gonna say, I don't think I've seen a brand new one either.
Yeah.
During the show, but we'll do some digging. But I'm not sure that companies are paying attention to that. I think they're more focused on the retro console itself.
Yeah.
To give you some tech advice, which is what we're all about, it reminds me of dash cams, right? Where there isn't a Samsung, there isn't a Sony, there isn't an Apple that in that category. And so you get these random brands, which you don't know whether they're the best or to trust them. So you really have to kind of feel out the reviews and see if a CRT TV maker that is doing it on its own is really trustworthy. We also ran into that with teleprompters, right? We're setting up a podcast studio in New York City to daily live stream for you guys. I've had the hardest time finding a teleprompter until Elgato, which is a household name in the gaming community, came out with the prompter. They have a second version out now, but it was always companies you'd never heard of that are specializing in it, and very expensive.
Yeah.
So hopefully that comes to CRT TVs, where a name brand, kind of does a throwback for us.
I do have one other thing to say about CRTs. I know it's not what they asked for, but an OLED screen is pretty much the closest thing. If you're gonna get a new screen, get an OLED screen, because OLEDs have a much better ability to scale resolution.
Yeah.
Just because of how they're built. They're self-emissive also, just like a CRT used to be. And they have better motion clarity. There's almost no motion blur, basically.
Very true.
Yeah.
We're almost at 30,000 on X alone. So that is a milestone for us for concurrence.
Matt is live tweeting these updates here, and it's fantastic. This is I'm very impressed. I didn't realize 30,000 people had time to listen to us ramble about technology. This is
right. It's because we're giving killer insights about, mostly about karaoke, but also about tech.
It's just generally about karaoke,
right? I mean, I think really we hit an SEO term for Tommy Lee Jones versus Tom Jones that didn't exist before.
Wait, there's a fight happening?
A Vegas fight
there is, and we're announcing it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I got asked last night.
You got the jackets to announce the fight and
we do
commentate.
There was some magician at PepCom last night that was "You gonna do a card trick for me?" I'm like, he's holding a deck of cards. I'm like, no. It's like, what is wrong with you? He's like, oh, I'll do one for you then. I was like, oh, this is not. I don't appreciate.
I feel like that was a lure. The companies go
It was
all
a
out.
lure. Oh,
Kind
it
of give
was
you
a
some
lure.
inside baseball. There was a magician at PepCom last night.
representing Locky, I think.
Yeah,
Which is like a smart lock company,
right.
somebody like that.
It was a little devious because we got hooked into this card trick, and we're like, okay, what is this? And then he kind of disappeared, and someone said, if you like that, here's our product.
Here's a smart lock.
Right. And I was like, oh, I got suckered. I got suckered bad.
I felt a little duped. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Seeing this, like, I appreciate, learning about smart locks, but I don't think I need a card trick before to like lure me in.
Right. They just hired somebody to do that, which is,
Yeah.
hey, props to you. We
It was a
appreciate
good
the hustle.
trick. It was
Right.
a good trick. Yeah, it was fine. I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Right. We'll have more from PepCom last night. We got back late last night. We have tons to show off. Some stuff from Sharp, something from MyQ, something from Pet. There's a pet door,
Yes.
like a doggy door.
Yes.
That's 21st century. We gave it an award 2 years ago, and now it's new and improved.
I know it got a big upgrade this year. I have a meeting with them at some point.
It is bulletproof now.
It's
So
wait, what? That's the
Yeah.
upgrade?
Yes.
right, because if your canine is
That's so sick.
packing, right, you gotta
If your canine is packing
right,
and he
Okay.
needs, I guess, practice shooting or something.
right.
Okay. What is this canine getting into?
Yeah, if your canine is packing an M9, then
Okay.
oh, there's the headline right there. There's the headline.
Oh my gosh.
We're just creating content live
No,
that you'll see on the shortcut.
I see that.
Mhm.
Yeah, we have canines with M9 strapped to their hips, I guess.
I want to look up the name of that company. It was cool. We got
It
some
was
good
Paul
footage.
Port. It was
Paul
Paul
Port. Paul Port. We gave him
Paul
an
Port.
award
Interesting.
2 years ago, I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's so funny.
Paul Portal is that's Paw Patrol. That's what came up in my
Oh.
Google.
Watch
Slightly
out.
different.
One of them is packing the cop one.
Touche. Yeah. Paul Port, super cool company. They just went on sale during Black Friday of this past year. So definitely check them out. If you want something that's a little sophisticated, you control it with an app. I want one for my parents and the dog we have at home because they won't have to get up every time.
So, if that's bulletproof, should I be buying like a bulletproof human door, or do the dogs just get the bulletproof one?
Yeah, I think that kind of defeats the purpose if your door isn't bulletproof as well.
I guess we do need to prioritize the dog safety. People like dogs more than, who else lives in their house. Like,
Sure.
I mean, screw them. Let's just, it's everything's going to the dogs nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
All
an
right.
interesting upgrade.
Yeah, so we'll have more of that tomorrow because we're gonna collate our footage from PepCom. We got showstoppers tonight. Lots of tech events. Lots of reasons
Opportunity
to wear
to win. I know the gold jacket.
gold jackets. Got to continue our streak.
We should have kept a
I'm
tally
sure.
of how many times people complimented us on these.
I
videos.
I was trying,
Triple digits.
and
at
then
least.
I stopped. Yeah, no, it's too many. I've
get
taken
whistled
so
at.
many selfies with strangers. I feel like a famous person.
Yes.
Last night I was asked if I was famous just because I had the jacket on. It was like
Right.
12:30, and I was like, I'm definitely not famous. Not yet, but I'm definitely not right now.
I got
And
into an
she
Uber
goes-
recently.
This lady goes, "Oh, that's a shame. Well, maybe one day you'll be famous."
Oh,
I was like, "Have a
jeez.
great day, ma'am."
That
You know
was
what?
the
We
greatest-
passed 30,000 concurrents.
Hey,
So you kind of are famous. You're Twitter famous. That's it.
X famous,
X.
X famous.
I kind of want to take a poll and who calls it X? Leave it in the comments. Who calls it Twitter still? Let us know. Boost that signal, that reach with a comment.
I don't know.
I have to call it both because I don't know what side people are on.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I think it's just easier to call everything tweets.
It is.
I can't say like X post.
Right.
Like, that doesn't make sense to me.
And
You
we're
check
also
my
on
X.
Instagram.
What?
Yeah.
What's that mean?
No,
Exactly.
fair points all around. All right. So do we have one more thing that we're talking about? The Zenbook Duo and then American Airlines getting AT&T. So Kevin, lead us off with the Zenbook Duo. It's different from the gaming laptop version that we talked about. This is the dual screen. I kind of teased it. I jumped ahead a little bit. Tell us about the specs on this and how cool this is. Story 9.
Oh, yes. This is a very thin, I mean, this is much lighter, thinner, but still performing laptop. Has two 14-inch 3K screens. They're both 2880 by 1800. They're OLED. They run Intel Core 7 Ultra processors. These are the latest Series 3 processors. That's Ultra 7 Ultra 9. It's a 32 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte of storage, but you also have a spare slot if you want even more storage. That doesn't cost the arm and leg. 6 speakers. Now they made a big deal about this. There's like gonna be a transparent image coming up soon. Basically, they showed us where the new batteries are. They're bigger, less isolated, and they're both 99 watt-hour, which I don't know if you can fly with that. Actually, I think that's.
I was going to say
limit.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know what that law is, but I was under the impression you can only have like one up to 99.
Oh yeah,
watts. If you have 2, I mean they
maybe
can't
it's up to a certain weight or something like that.
It could be.
Yeah.
How interesting.
But it only weighs 3.6 pounds for 2 screens.
Not bad.
Yeah, they made the whole thing sleeker. So I have some footage of it also like next to the old version. And like the hinge used to be this sort of weird Z shape, I would say, or S shape. And now it's just this thin piece of metal. It's like basically the spine of a hard paper or hardback book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like the little piece of leather.
Yeah.
But it's made of metal.
Wow.
And it's, despite it's so thin, you can actually put a 20-pound weight on it. Yeah.
Interesting.
My gosh.
It's very impressive, and it looks gorgeous.
I feel like companies have been getting very creative with hinge design over the past few years.
And they have to. That's where the acceleration is on this technology.
Exactly.
Like, look at that weight right there, right? That is such an awesome achievement. So when I took a picture of it, I wanted to move it, and I did, but I also didn't want to press down on it because I didn't know what the weight capacity was to withstand that. But
it looks like it's 20 pounds in this. I mean, it's holding.
Right. But if I added 21 pounds to it by applying a little pressure, I was a little skeptical of doing that.
Finger.
Right. I didn't want to break Asus's demo unit, but when we get in with that in, we'll do it like a jerry rig everything test.
We're just going to start dropping weights on laptops and seeing what happens.
Right. Add a little bit.
Absolutely.
Stay tuned for that exciting video.
Oh yeah.
And then when Asus sues us, so we'll buy our own. We'll buy our own so we don't get in trouble.
Buy our own. Yeah.
I don't want to have to hire lawyers.
Wow.
Nice.
Well, that's I love a good dual screen laptop. I used the Lenovo YogaBook 9i for a while.
Yeah.
Like that was my go-to Windows when I my previous job where I needed to use a Windows laptop every day. I would use that one all the time. It's just so convenient to have 2 screens with you at all times. Like if I want to do that with my MacBook, I have to bring my iPad with me.
You have to bring the iPad, which it feels like a good idea at the time. I never end up using it.
Yeah, no, I know. Like I have mine in my bag usually. I took it out today because I was like, I don't think I'm going to use this during the show.
No, same. I just did that too.
Yeah, but with if it has 2 screens built in, you don't have to worry about that. You just close it up, put it in your bag, and carry on.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited about this laptop, and the hinge design is sick.
It's sick.
Yeah.
They also made the keyboard thinner. They improved the durability of the pogo pins attached to the keyboard.
Smart.
Despite the keyboard's thinner, they also said the key travels even deeper, or same.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It feels good. I typed on it for a little while. Yeah.
A good keyboard's invaluable in our industry.
Yes.
That's all we do. All 3 of us have been typing away during this live stream.
That's what we do.
Exactly.
Because like there's so much information coming in on day one. Embargoes are lifting, press conferences are happening, but you can get it all here in a 2-hour digest. We're usually going to do a 1-hour show from New York, but we decided CES, it's the biggest convention out there for technology, starts the year off right, and we are doing 2 hours a day. So tune in tomorrow. We got about 12 minutes left. Let's let's switch gears and talk about American Airlines and AT&T partnering for satellite-based in-flight Wi-Fi. Tell us about this. This story we're highlighting from our friends at The Verge because we didn't have time to write about the American Airlines press release that we got. So tell us about this.
It's a big upgrade. I think everybody hates Wi-Fi on airplanes. Like it always sucks. It's never fast.
I want to love it.
Everybody wants to love it, but you just can't because it's terrible. So recently there's been a shift from using older Wi-Fi technology for planes to using satellites, which are already in the sky orbiting around with Starlink.
Starlink, right, on United.
Yeah, United partnered with them, and now American Airlines is doing that with AT&T. So they're tapping into satellites that they have set up.
Right.
And now on over 2 million flights a year with American Airlines, if you're an AA Advantage member, you get free in-flight Wi-Fi powered by satellites. And they're promising it's going to be way faster, and I'm sure it will be.
Yeah.
Because it always is with satellites.
So shout out to Andrew J. Hawkins who wrote that story. And I think there's another graphic where there's a woman sitting in first class intently working on her laptop with this AT&T announcement. And I'm like, I don't look like that. I need that intense face on because I can't do it because I have crappy Wi-Fi on my flight.
She is working on something very, very important.
Right?
She's
the sweater
excited.
Over top. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, she's very excited about this Wi-Fi.
Intense.
You can just tell.
And I want to look like that on my flights. I just don't. I'm trying to sleep. And I usually unsuccessfully.
You just generally put the Vision Pro on and
it's great.
Cruise on out. Yeah.
Did you bring your Vision Pro to CES?
Yes.
I did too. Right? It's the ultimate sleeping mask. It's cool. It's just I use it almost exclusively on flights.
It has the best. By the way, I love how we just interject the Vision Pro into any story. We talked about yesterday and today.
Right.
No, that is like the single best use case for it is to put the headset on while you're on a plane. Then you have a huge screen in front of you, and you can watch any movie you want without bugging the guy next to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I love it. It gets almost as many looks as our digs, our jacket right here, our threads.
Yeah, almost
as many.
I think the key is like people are excited to try the Vision Pro. They don't want to try on my jacket, you know.
It's true, especially after wearing it for 3 days,
sleeping
and
in
counting,
showering in it.
That's right.
Great.
Right. I did tell the guys because I've worn this jacket before at past CESs. You don't have to wear the jacket. You have an option. People are coming up to us. Did you get an option? Yeah, wear the jacket or get fired. One of the two.
What a choice.
And so obviously Kevin and I had a very long discussion about that because we were like,
it was close. It was close.
Maybe there are other jobs out there, you know. there could be.
Not in this economy, guys. You're stuck. Sorry. Welcome to the Shortcut Live, where you
can tell like
doing things against your will.
The glitzier the jacket, the worse the economy is.
Right. And increasingly getting smaller every year.
Yeah.
Why do we have the diamond jackets? Oh yeah.
Oh, see, and now she has her Vision Pro on.
Oh, there we go. Oh,
see,
so
and that is peak using the free satellite Wi-Fi
to like all around her.
Right. We almost willed this to happen. That's not Photoshop on the fly.
Right. That's right.
That is.
Of course not.
That is the thought process happening.
That looks so natural.
Yes, real time.
Yeah, in
real time graphics. So we are going to wrap up with CES 2026.
2026
year. And
it's already been a long year, hasn't it?
Preview us in 3 minutes before we close out the show on what we think we'll see tomorrow without violating any rules. What will we see? More laptops? Will we see more TVs? What's this show all about? What do we got on tap for tomorrow?
See some LG OLED TVs.
We want to see that.
You're gonna see some MSI gaming laptops.
Yeah,
the big ones we missed or didn't get to do today.
Right. We'll see a lot of smart home stuff that we saw at Pepcom.
Yeah.
Last night. We're going to showstoppers. We'll lump all that into tomorrow's show. Hopefully we get to a visit from some guests from Nomad, and also on Thursday's show we should have the founder of Pebble on live in the studio. Super interesting discussion going to happen there. And tomorrow we'll have the Shortcut Awards. We'll preview that. We'll have trophies. We're getting them tonight. and give out a bunch of awards to the top technology that you see at CES. We do it every year. We have physical trophies. We're going to pick them up from Showstoppers tonight and tell you about the latest technology. So that's what we're previewing, kind of teasing out there for tomorrow's show as much as we can tell you. Some things we can't tell you about. Last thing, we are previewing the fight, the ultimate fight. It is Tommy Lee Jones versus Tom Jones happening live from Vegas.
All right.
Right?
Oh, geez.
And in this corner, weighing in at 115 pounds, probably, because he's old. Tom Jones.
Love it.
And then it's your turn. You introduce Tommy Lee Jones.
From The Fugitive and Men in Black, weighing in this corner is Tommy Lee Jones.
You didn't want to guess his weight?
I think it's rude.
I just assumed Tom
He
Jones
actually told me, but then he held up this neuralizer and I forgot.
Yeah, that's a good graphic. That's good.
Do you know who's training Tommy Lee Jones on the punch? His buddy Will Smith.
Oh, okay.
There we go. There we go. That's where we end it.
All right. We're not. That's it. We're done. I can't.
What's our subscriber count now, Taro?
35,500.
Okay. All right.
Which,
that's great.
Back to you guys. Thank you so much for helping us make this live stream possible. We're going to do this daily. It's like a shopping channel from old cable TV happening on your phone, on your laptop, wherever you stream. We are going to go live every day, 2 hours at CES, 1 hour regularly when we return to New York City. And yeah, we appreciate that. We appreciate all the comments coming in. Keep leaving comments. We're going to announce a giveaway winner that I need to get around to because we wanted to do it on the live stream. And what better place to do that? We'll have more giveaways in the future. But we're going to check out the show floor, go run to Central Hall, check out Samsung's non-presence and see if it's Ghost Town or if TCL is bringing it. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
It'll be a lot of fun.
So on behalf of Kevin Lee, Max Bondano, myself, Matt Swider, follow us on all of the platforms, Instagram, X, YouTube. We're streaming everywhere daily, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Pacific time. And yeah, stay tuned for more exciting video content. Thank you. Awesome. And thanks to the team from Launch Live Now for remotely setting up the graphics and cameras. Tyler, Dan, you are lifesavers.
It's the second time in a row you've called Taylor Tyler.
Oh.
Just can't get his ear.
Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow.
0 for 2. Sorry. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. And stay tuned for more from theshortcut.com.
Awesome.
Yeah.